Hey, good morning, guys. It's Becky Page. I wanted to hop on really quick this morning right before I take my daughter to Mother's Day out and talk with you guys about something that I have been doing some private coaching with people on that I think might benefit all of you if you're interested in building a business. So if you're a brand new ambassador, or if you're an ambassador who's just here for wholesale pricing, then this isn't for you. This is for people on this team. Good morning. People on this team who are here to build a business. And I have a feeling I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we were just talking about what to do when you check your points at the end of the month and they're backwards. First of all, I hope you're checking your points today. It's the 27th. That means that yesterday some auto qualifications ran, and it also means that tomorrow on the 28th of the month, lots of auto qualifications will run. This is for different reasons that I won't go into right now. But I hope you're checking your points, especially today, because I want you guys to know there's still plenty of time to get work done. If your points are behind, that's why I wanted to come and talk to you today. So I'm going to go a little fast. You can always come back and rewatch this later. But my first question is, are you being consistent? And I want you to know, I hope that I prick some hearts this morning, because I want you to know that I have been guilty of every single thing I'm getting ready to mention. I've got 5 points. I have screwed up on every point that I'm about to mention. Number one is consistency. This is consistency across the board. Are you consistent taking your products? I'm always amazed when I talk to a team leader who has stopped his or her products for a while. That is the heart of your business, being consistent so that you have a testimony. There's reasons why people might need to hit pause on products, and I completely understand that, whether it's health or financial. But if you're just not being consistent with your own use of your products, I promise it'll affect your business, because it will touch into your integrity. So, are you being consistent with your products? Are you being consistent with your posts, with your engagement of your network and your audience? And number 3, if you have a team page, are you being consistent on your team page? I will tell you across the board that I see teams flounder when the leader or leaders stops posting for several days, or especially a week at a time. Emily Gibson said last month on a call with us that teams in momentum are teams who are talking to each other every day. If you don't have a team page, this still includes you, because you might not be communicating on your team page, but are you engaging your team and your downline on a daily basis? It does not have to be anything huge, but being in communication is part of being consistent. So you need to identify, why am I not being consistent? What's going on with me? It might be that your schedule's gotten busy. It might be that something's going on in your home life. It might be that you're sick. These things happen. Listen, there's margin for life. But if you find yourself falling off consistency on a regular basis, I promise your points will go backwards. Your business will start to flounder. Okay, so that's number 1. And if you're just joining, I just want to go ahead and say it again. Every point that I'm getting ready to bring up is something I've struggled with in my business. So I'm talking to you from a place of experience. So don't have a guilt trip on me. Okay, number 2. This is a doozy. Are you personally sponsoring? If you're not personally sponsoring every month, and again, I've been here, let me tell you a couple things it will do to your business. Your belief will struggle. You will begin to struggle to lead other people under you who you're encouraging to sponsor, to have them sponsor as well. So if I'm telling you, hey, you got to keep building your level 1s, you have to keep finding new people to inspire, new people to help. But if I'm not doing that, then I can't truly, with confidence, lead you there. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people's personal sponsoring might slow down, and we can talk about those another time. But I'll tell you, if you're being consistent, you will continue to personally sponsor. We can train you on how to go about finding new people. That's an issue that we can get into another time. But if you're not personally sponsoring, you will see your business go backwards. I promise. It's just the nature of what we do. Number 3, are you training? Some of you might go, yeah, I'm training because on my team page, I'm always doing trainings. Okay, but I'm talking about personal training, face to face, eyeball to eyeball, or phone call, ear to ear. And that starts, hear me on this, that starts when you sign someone up. If you sign up a new ambassador and they don't immediately have a convenience order in place, then you are struggling with training. It all starts with making sure that your new people stay on the products. So this includes everything from, let's say someone signs up without you on the phone. This happens to me all the time. You're going to have a follow-up phone conversation with them, or face-to-face if they're someone you see. Hey, I've really got to get with you and help you set up your convenience order. This is your subscription. This makes sure that you're going to be able to use the products for just more than 30 days. And then it's helping set their expectations. Hey, I want to train you on what to expect on these products. And hey, I know you're just here for wholesale pricing, but I really want to add you to my team page or a team page of my upline, because I just want you to understand the products. Understanding products is a huge part of our belief. Okay. Training also involves checking in on your people. And please hear me say, if you have a wholesale customer and you don't want to bother them, and I mean, just hit like if you've been there. If you've ever signed up someone and you're like, I just don't want to bug them, then just hit the like button, okay? Because that has been me. I've signed up people and been like, oh, I didn't want to pressure them. And then a year later, they're like, well, I really would have loved to have learned how to make some money or to just cover my products. So y'all, you cannot ignore your wholesalers. You have to train them. You can't sign them and ignore them. Now, perhaps you're going to treat them like a customer, right? But a really prized customer, someone that you're going to check in on every week. And you're going to, hey, I want to know how you're doing. How's the detox going? I know we talked about how you had some stomach discomfort or how you were experiencing some real detox symptoms. You're not going to shy away from them. So training means engaging with people. And this is where me and so many of you guys have struggled, because we're afraid. We're afraid to call that person. We're afraid to really, send them a text and to engage, even if they've got negative feedback. Y'all, how many of you had some negative responses while your body was detoxing, right? Like, don't disengage with people who are going through a hard time because they just started their products, or even people who have lots of questions or concerns. Engage. That's part of training. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, it means picking up the phone. I hate the phone. Like when it might be my best friend or my mother calling. I'm like, oh, I'll get that later. That's just part of my personality, but I can't do that with my business. Okay. I have to engage people. Number 4, there's only 2 points left because I got to get little one to Mother's Day out soon. Are you paying daily attention to your business? Here's what I mean. Do you check your PV every day? Do you log into that back office and check your PV every day? Do you check your points every day? And personally, I have begun at my husband's pressure, and it was good pressure, to keep a notes section on my phone. And for the month, every day of the month, I'm tracking my points on my outside and inside leg, largest leg. And I'm tracking not only points, but PV, so that I know how I'm growing. And then I'm comparing it to the month before. Okay, so today's the 27th. How was I doing on August 27th? Because I want to compare those things. I don't know about you. Some people can use customer reports in back office and they can just scroll through those and keep up with people. I've realized that I actually have to have a whiteboard of all my new ambassadors and all my leaders, where their month ended. If you're not silver or more, then ignore this part. I'll come back to customers. But I want to know, hey, where are my top leaders? And they told me that they wanted to rank up this month. Where were their points last month and how are they doing this month? And I want to be checking on that. Okay. If you are not yet, let's just say you're not yet gold, if you're silver, or if you've just started or haven't built to silver, then you need to have a running list of who your customers are. Those are the people you're going to be connecting with. And you need to pay daily attention to your PV, because you want to be thanking customers. You want to be following up with them. You want to be letting them know, hey, your auto shipment, since you're a preferred customer, ships out in 3 days. I just wanted to check on you. That's your good customer service, since this is your network. The other thing is, are you doing IPA sheets? If I say IPA sheets and you have no idea what I'm talking about, will you hit the like button right now? And you're not in trouble, by the way. If you do IPA sheets and you do know what I'm talking about, will you hit the love button? Because this is what changed my business in 2017. I had not been consistent with IPA. And in 2017, in January, I buckled down and was like, I'm doing this. And in March, I was like, I'm not only doing this, I'm training my team to do this. I want my people to know. Let me tell you why this works. Most of us have busy lives, and we're not naturally organized enough just to keep all of our work in our heads. Or maybe you've kept them on Post-it notes, and that's fine. Or maybe you've kept it on scraps of napkins that you have around the house. But if you really want to get serious about your business, you're going to keep an IPA journal, whether it's one that you buy or one that you make online, which we can help you do. We've got the IPA sheets in our files section, but you need to keep track. Like, you need to know that, 8 days ago, I was speaking to Sally Jane, and yesterday we had that 10% off special. I need to be contacting Sally Jane. I need to follow up with her. It helps you keep a running list. Not only that, but it helps you make sure that every day you're talking to a customer, an active ambassador, an inactive ambassador. It helps you keep track of your own posts to go, okay, I know I did my post today. I know I posted about my family. I know I checked in on these people, and here's my contacts list. It keeps it organized. Without that, it's kind of just a wish and a prayer. And that's how I was working my business. And let me tell you, it wasn't working. So IPA Sheets, by the way, we do have a separate IPA group page. If you would like to get trained and if you want some accountability, just let us know. We'll add you to it. And that's point number 5 is, are you tracking? Here's what I mean. Tracking your work, what you're doing every day. And typically you need it written down. 2, are you tracking your points? 3, are you tracking your PV? 4, are you tracking with people who've told you that they want to grow a business? Remember, I don't think a single one of us, unless some of you had some really incredible direct sales experience previously, none of us came into this job with like a degree or a ton of training. So this is growing. As we go, we're growing. And what I want to do is just help train you guys on what I have had to become convicted about and learn and grow about. I've had to hire a life coach because I was finally like, this is a real deal career and I need true training on this. So these are 5 points. Are you being consistent? Are you personally sponsoring? Are you training? Are you paying daily attention via an IPA sheet? And are you tracking? Go back and re-listen to this, and anything you're not doing, like today, you might need to pull up your back office and see which of my customers has quit ordering, which of my personally sponsored ambassadors hasn't placed an order this month. I want to check in with him or her and go, hey, how are you doing on the products? I noticed you haven't ordered. Did you know that you're not going to get an order this month? Okay, maybe they did. Maybe they say, hey, I'm just going through some financial stuff. Great. I want to follow up with you because I know you really, really needed these products. And I want to help. Can I help you with your finances? Like, do you know that you can grow a business? This is part of the engagement. So you need to get in your back office today, right? Listen to this training, get in your back office. Best of luck to you guys. Please reach out to your upline or uplines if you need someone who's even more connected. You can ask questions here in the comments. I'll come back and check later. Y'all, we've got 4 days left in the month. Let's make September awesome, okay? I love you. Have an awesome day.